Hello everyone, a very warm day to you. I hope your day has been going great. It's that time of the show, Citizens Dialogue on First Next News for Sokoto. So we discuss trending and interesting political topics. Joining me on set to have this conversation today is King Sojalo. I remain your humble host, Becky Usoro. So sit back, relax and enjoy all we have for you on this beautiful segment. It's a pleasure having you on set,
Thank
King.
you so much, Becky.
You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
I hope you're enjoying the week so far.
Of course.
Okay, so let's head straight to the story for today.
Yeah.
Relating to the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Omoyele Sowore, the activist, of course, we all know, the former presidential candidate, addressed journalists yesterday. He spoke extensively about the government handling of Nnamdi Kanu's case, right? The detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra. According to Sowore, the authorities believe that transferring Kanu to a prison facility in Sokoto would diminish his influence and subject him to ridicule. However, he argued that the plan has produced the opposite outcome. In his words, Sowore stated when they were taking him to Sokoto, they thought they would ridicule him. When they got there, he had turned Sokoto to another Mecca. Recall a few days ago that some high personnel had visited the IPOP leader, in Sokoto, because of course we all were not really expecting it to be like that. We're thinking maybe as he has gone to that prison, it to just be like that. But it's really like a torn story for him. So what are your thoughts on that story?
It shows that indeed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of dignity and integrity.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the fact that, just as the activists have said, that, being in Sokoto is more or less turning that place to Mecca rather. Now, if you look at it very well, it just like I said, it shows that indeed Nnamdi Kanu is a man of integrity. He has dignity, and anywhere when someone has such, when someone is in that kind of a state, definitely it reflects anywhere he goes. We could recall, him being accused of, him being passed a sentence by the Justice James Omotosho, for terrorism, and he has been, in custody for, life imprisonment. Now, this is someone who came about agitating, of a country which is the Biafra, due to the crisis and things Nigeria is going through now. I don't think that should be enough reason for him to be passed a life sentence. Yes. Now, further on, Nnamdi Kanu has really let the whole world know that look, is someone that will be definitely addressed anywhere he go appropriately. Now, Sowore has really stated the facts. Even the Reverend Father Ikechukwu, the Reverend of the diocese in Enugu State, has also clarified the fact that he went then to cancel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, it was Nnamdi Kanu who, cancelled him. A lot of critics, a lot of people has also emphasized on that, saying that the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has really changed their life in one way or the other. Now that is a clear fact that yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of integrity. Now this should ring in the mind of those in the eastern part of Nigeria, that their mind should be at peace. Is in a well state, and definitely the appropriate judgment will still be passed. In his case, the fact that James Omotosho, Justice James Omotosho has given, that is the work of a lawyer. That is, he has done his own job. Now let's sit back and relax and see if the right judgment won't be given at the adequate time. So let the mind of those who are in the eastern part of Nigeria, his supporters, his lawyer, because definitely just as Sowore said that people thought the federal government bringing him to Sokoto would definitely demolish his reputation and bring him down totally. But rather, we are seeing the opposite side. So let the minds of the Easterners be calm, and let us see the outcome of all this tragedy.
And we hope that the president will look into his case.
Of course, he will definitely look into his case. When he sees that what he was expecting did not come true, he will definitely look into the case.
Okay. Let's move into River State. The River State Governor, Similayo Fubara, has succumbed to pressure by the State House of Assembly led by Martin Samewuli over the condition of public schools in the state. Recall that the State Assembly had, during its plenary on Thursday, expressed displeasure over the condition of secondary and primary schools in the state. But on Monday, Fubara contended the lawmakers, noting that the decay in public schools did not start with his own administration. However, the governor yesterday, which is Tuesday, ordered the immediate recall of 1,000 teachers whom the government employed in 2023. So do you think that's a great outcome
yes,
for him to...
It's a good one, but in most cases, Becky, I think governors, not just in the case of Governor Fubara right now, all governors, shouldn't wait for criticisms from the State House of Assembly or any group or any organization to criticize their government first before they do the needful. There was, I think, in the news headline yesterday where the State House of Assembly, criticized the governor Fubara, of having 6 billion naira left behind by the past administration of the life of the military who was giving the state to during the time of emergency ruling. Now, in that aspect,
that's even during the time of Ibas.
Yes, Ibas. Okay. Yes, in that aspect, seeing such fund, I ought the governor of River State would have taken necessary steps addressing this. Okay, look at the recruitment of teachers since 2003. Now is recalling them back to
2023.
Yes, 2023 is recalling them back to enroll, go for the job as teachers. I think this would have been steps and measures the governor would have taken rather than waiting for criticisms. Nevertheless, it's a good one for the governor to interfere in such cases, because if you look at our schools in River State,
public schools,
public schools in River State, rather, you will see that it's not in a good state, and this will not be beneficial to the students and pupils who are going there for learning. At least these are infrastructures and projects that should be adequate.
Basic amenities.
Yes, that should be put in place adequately for the lives of children, to take learning courses. Now, this is not just by implementing. This is also a means for the governor to do. There should be an immediate, rehabilitation of schools and other amenities as soon as possible. It's not just by bringing it to law or by emphasizing on it. There should be work ongoing right now, you understand, so that it will tell on the well-being of our schools and in the well-being of River State at large.
Thank you so much. It's still the show Citizens Dialogue on First Next News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usoro. Still here on set with me is King Sujalo. Let's go for a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the show, Citizens Dialogue on First Next News Port Harcourt. I hope you're having a great time with us. I'm your humble host, Becky Usoro. Still here on set with me is Kings Ojalo. Thanks for staying with us. Let's move on to another story headline. The 38 worshippers adopted in Eruku, Ekiti local government area of Kwara State have reunited with their families days after authorities confirmed their rescue. Recall that the victims were abducted on November 18 during a Thanksgiving service at CAC OK Shegun, Eruku, an attack that left 3 people dead and 1 injured. The security challenges in Nigerian have been on the rise for the past 2 weeks as terrorists and bandits go on rampage, killing and kidnapping many. So do you think these, afraid victims should stop going to church? Like, is it that we're no longer...
Definitely, in a situation like this, it's something that would definitely affect the minds and of the victims, definitely, because that fear would definitely create that. But that is not the issue. Okay. The issue right now is, yes, it's a good thing from Governor Abdurraham, who has announced, the successful rescue of those 38 victims. But my question is this: I think Nigeria will want to ask, at this crucial time where we are having victims being released, victims being, rescued. Now, how many of these bandits and terrorists have been brought to book? That is what Nigerians want to see. You understand? Because, we've been also hearing news of the federal government, making, making deals. How will I put it now? The federal government negotiating with bandits, and I just want to hope this is not another case of that, because we ought that, okay, if these people are rescued, they, you know, these people, these terrorists or bandits will be brought to book. You understand?
And we're not seeing anyone of them. We're only hearing that
this is uncalled for. And this will definitely not make the minds of Nigeria to be settled. We don't know the next move of these terrorists. We don't know their next agenda. Because, okay, even we who are in the south, those who are in the east, those who are in the southwest, we feel relaxed and say, oh, okay, these are things happening in the north, or these are things happening in the north central. How sure, how secure are we, even in this political region of Nigeria, when we are not hearing, you know, these bandits and terrorists brought to book? Definitely they might be around us and we don't know.
And it shouldn't be like a norm now that when they kidnap people, that we're expecting that they'll just come out and without, you know, giving us the people.
Exactly. Recently, where we saw a video footage of some bandits occupying an expressway there in a Kogi state. You know, okay, we heard about a gunfire between them and security forces. Okay, how many were got? How many were broke? These are the things Nigerians want to see that will put the minds of Nigeria at rest. Not just bringing out news of rescued victims of kidnapped, of those who were kidnapped were rescued, those who were kidnapped were handed over to the state government. These news are not what Nigerians are expecting. We want to see these bandits flushed out. We want to see them out of the borders of Nigeria. Let there be news that, oh, this territory occupied by bandits are being taken over by the military occupants, so that the minds of Nigeria will come. Because me presently, I don't feel secured. I don't feel secured because going home right now, I might go around and start seeing, you know, oh, I don't know if these bandits are hiding around our vicinities, because the government has not given Nigerians assurance that, look, these people are flushed out. All we are hearing is they might come after me tomorrow, and maybe if the government will remember me to remember if I will be set free. But on what measure will the rest of Nigeria's lives be secure when such bandits and terrorists are not, you know, flushed out of the country? So what we want to see, what Nigerians are expecting is, oh, these so bandits, these territories of bandits is being destroyed, they are being captured, and they are being persecuted. That is enough of rescue. Yes, it's a good one that these people are you know, giving to their family, but how sure if these bandits don't have another mission again? It's just because. But
I think there are still so many too in captive that are yet to be, you know,
can you see what I'm saying? Now tomorrow we'll hear another news of them, you know, being rescued out. Those people who are capturing our citizens, are they be brought to book? You know, the federal government should really take adequate measure or tackling this insurgency once and for all. Let the minds of Nigeria, because we don't have any other place to go. This is our land. We can't, because of bandits, not be terrorists, not live comfortably in our own comfort. It's a shameful thing with all the security efforts. Okay, recently the federal government, you know, asked those police forces escorting VIP personnel in the country, you know, to go back to base. Now, what are the outcomes? Okay, we are hearing recruitment upon recruitment that the police force and army should recruit more people. Are they trying to say that people are not interested? Definitely, they are interested, but we are yet to see outcome. Okay. You understand? So let the government take measures in tackling this thing once and for all.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you on Said Kings.
Thank you so much, Becky.
Thanks, everyone. That's our show for today. Citizens Dialogue on First Nursing Port Harcourt. I am Becky Sowore. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.